there has been a total war on us as individuals, as a society, and a total war on this social fabric, so that everything we've ever known throughout history has been destroyed. We always had a village elder. We always had someone to go to set an example, to get advice from. That's all gone. Now we have elected officials, which is kind of corrupt at the very least. But the real war has been the gender war, has been making people think it's a case of freedom to choose what gender you can be. And there has been a war on the male, and there has been a war on the female. The male is having to withstand estrogen being pumped in all different aspects of society, female hormones, as well as the attractiveness of the effeminate male as portrayed by the media, and as well as trying to get a grant in the field of arts. If you were in Britain, you would surely have to reassure those in power that you support same-sex relationships. And similarly, in a protest movement, even if you wanted to fight for the Palestinians, you'd have to first affirm your concern for same-sex relationships. That has been my experience. It is flaunted in front of us. The big argument is, what difference does it make what people do in private in their own rooms? Well, this isn't in private, and it isn't in their own rooms. It's in public. And it's been going on for decades. And it's a concerted war. And the women are equally. First of all, they're imbued with being their own vanity to look attractive and objectified. But secondly, they're told they're the same as men. They can have the same aspirations, the same ambitions. They can go to the bars and drink. And by the way, I consider alcohol to be a war on our social fabric equally with the war on the genders. What we have now is a crisis situation. We have in the West where males and females can't really relate to each other. We're all anyway busy because of the technological revolution. But this infusion of gender issues, gender confusion, is on a scale of a major revolution throughout society. It's the equivalent of the Industrial Revolution. It's the equivalent of destroying each and every unit of family, each and every home. And it's very deliberate. And, you know, I kind of run a truther channel, and we're always delving for the truth. And the only way to consider that this has been allowed to happen is to assume the people in power know secrets about our origins. They know how and why the megalithic structures were built. They know how many civilizations there have been on the earth. They know things that we're not commonly taught. The megalithic structures, by the way, when was the last time we had a class in school about them? They're ignored. In the museums, they don't show them. It's as if they don't exist. So there's a certain arrogance and hubris the way the societies are being run, the campaigns being pushed upon us. And they've now embodied it all in law. You know, a hotel keeper can get in trouble if they refuse a same-sex couple staying the night. They can get fined or closed down. So we're living through times like we've never seen before. And we'll see if it's going to change and turn around. It's possible Trump is the beginning of changing it. Unfortunately, he's going to pursue wars. He's going to pursue wars against Islam. And Islam is one bastion of strength that still says the genders are different, that we're born differently. And I think that's in great case why Islam is being attacked. The beheading in Woolwich, forgive me repeating myself, you've seen previous videos, the beheading in Woolwich, supposed one of a soldier by a fanatical Muslim, happened on the day when the Parliament and the newspapers should have been debating the gay marriage bill. The last hurdle to the gay marriage bill in Britain was due then. But instead, the headlines were about crazy Muslims beheading a soldier. So Islam is really a protectorate of our genders. And if in the West, what you get is the opposite. You get educated on what androgynous means, a person without gender. We're getting transgender issues now, and children, young children with hormone therapy to change their sex biologically, physically. This is so-called liberalism. And its only purpose that I can understand is to destroy society, destroy our self-identities, destroy our abilities to relate to one another. You know, I feel like a refugee in Asia. There is still a tradition, there's still traditional lifestyles here. Alcohol, vaccinations, everything else is being pumped at them. Violent movies on TV, everything, all the bad stuff of the West is being pushed upon them. But they still are vibrant, and nature is vibrant. And I feel that, you know, you can form a relationship here that is not possible in the West, with all the hysteria and neurotics and the pumping of fear on society and the destruction of nature in all its manifestations. It's really a total crisis. And it's all down to liberalism, that we grew up and we thought, oh, liberalism is great. It's turned into a very, very ugly manifestation where children grow up and they become unmanageable. They go through the schooling, they go through the indoctrination and all the injections they have to get, and the GM foods if they're eating at schools. And they come out of it with no bonding, no sensitivity, and no awareness. Well, so be it. Just let's take stock of what we're living through. But Asia is surely, the upshot of it all is Asia has to rise, Europe has to sink and crash, and so does America. They're so busy with their concerns for same-sex relationships, obsessed with it, and we get false icons, false heroes constantly that are totally absorbed in it. But outing people is nowhere to go, and it's not something I'm going to go there. Anyway, thanks for listening. I need your donations. I need your help. Anything to the PayPal address, to the Patreon account. There's a Bitcoin address in the description. It's harder than it used to be. If you can help, please send something along. Thank you.